everybody. Doing a mock draft once again for the Packers, just like last week, and we'll do it one more time before the draft at least. We're just going to take a trip into the Packers draft room here to sort of talk about some stuff, go through mock drafts. We'll have some trades. We'll do stuff like that. We didn't do any 7-rounders last week. We may do one this week. But we're just hanging out. We're talking through prospects. Obviously, our track record speaks for itself. And maybe we'll move around the draft board a little bit to see if we can find a scenario where we can really get some weapons for the Packers. But Trevor Land is in the middle. Still in the middle. Luke Reimer is now on the left, and I am on the right. How are you guys doing? How's everyone feeling in the chat and on camera at the moment?
Ready to draft. How many days are we out from the draft? A week and a day?
Week and a day, yeah.
2 weeks and a day? Week and a day?
One. Yep, next Thursday. Bill Belichick's joining Pat McAfee for the whole time and doing like a half an hour before the draft to break it down. Insane.
Hey, what was Robert Kraft just didn't want Bill Belichick to go to Atlanta or what?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he hates Atlanta. I don't think so. I think he doesn't love Bill Belichick.
Fair.
Which, I mean, he should be giving Bill Belichick his life. But whatever. Okay. But yeah, if you are watching, definitely comment who you want the Packers to take and comment as we do this along the way. But I just want to do a quick 3-rounder. We're not going to trade. We're not going to think too much. I just sort of want to use it for ADP a little bit. We're on Pro Football Focus's mock draft simulator, which is, can be completely up in the air, as is anything Pro Football Focus. So we got Barton at 18, Fatano at 19, Bo Nix is gone by 20. I'm sure that's exactly what the Steelers are going to do. We got Mims going at 21. That wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Edge rusher before the Packers, couple corners. So best on the board is Cooper DeJean, Jerzane Newton, I suppose. He's a pass rushing interior guy. We got a receiver, corner. We got an inside lineman, Jackson Powers Johnson, Troy Franklin, linebacker, Peyton Wilson. Not the greatest group of players, I would say. But Luke, you side. Are you feeling that same way?
Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. And this is kind of, yes, I should say I'm feeling this way. The only reason that I react is I love Troy Franklin.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
I think we need to stop with all the Cooper DeJean, love as Packer fans, to go to the Packers. He's a fine player, but he's got to be in the slot. I don't think he stands a chance in hell on the outside. And if he's in the slot, I think, Zach, you brought this up multiple times. What are we doing with Keyshawn Nixon, giving him that much money? I just don't know where he fits. I do know where he fits, but it's not a great place to draft a player first. So I'd go safety here, but this is not a great board.
Yeah, not the best board. Obviously, last week we talked about our ideal situation, what the Packers do at the first pick, which is probably tackle. For those who've been with us, that's been our talk for the past 3 years, especially in a good tackle draft. But we kind of talked about last week, even though there's a lot of players listed as tackles, I don't really see them as tackles. A few of them up here. Barton's probably a center. He's not even really a guard. Fuaga's probably a guard. But yeah, so we went tackle, we went safety, we went linebacker as the biggest needs. And we talked about Mims. I will say the Packers are very much liking Mims right now. They probably have him as one of their top guys. They love drafting out of Georgia. They love a project. They love all of that. You guys might be surprised here, but I think we talked about it last week, who I think is one of the best players in the entire draft, and that's Jackson Powers Johnson. Yeah. And at some point in first rounds, we kind of just have to take the best player that's there, and it's not even like he's not a position of need. JPJ can play center or guard, and he's got that versatility. He's the best player on the board, I think, by a long bit. And Packers could actually put him at center or guard. If Sean Ryan isn't ready for that right guard spot, he could definitely take that. And then Myers is on the last year of his deal. So next year, we really have flexibility. We could keep JPJ at guard, or we could slide him to center and then pursue another tackle at that point, which I think is a decent option. I would not be upset if the Packers go JPJ early. I think he's super good. What's your guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, like you kind of touched on it. Like we look at this board, Cooper DeJean, like where does he fit in? And Newman, I like him a lot, but there are other safeties I think you can get in the second round that are also solid. Not as good, but point still stands. And then you have a guy who can play center and guard. We talked about Demarius Mims last week. I mean, how many more times do you have to take a guy at Georgia who doesn't fit on the team and is a project for us to learn a lesson? I don't really understand it, but I guess eventually a blind squirrel has to find a nut. It won't be this year, but maybe someday.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Zach.
Really quick. You saw me bring him up. I was kind of surprised to see Tyler Guyton's actually still here as well. But PFF has him ranked super low.
Yeah. I mean, you guys know my thoughts on Tyler Guyton, but right, JPJ, like, is this probably draft to best player available? Love it. To play devil's advocate, I'd throw some other names at you: Kool-Aid McKinstry, Peyton Wilson, Tyler Nubin, JPJ. Like, honestly, out of those four, I don't hate any of them.
What I will say, Peyton Wilson is so good at football.
Yeah.
He's so fucking good at football. And if he stays healthy, he's going to be underdrafted. Like, he'll be one of the better values. He's going to get hurt. I mean, he's already had 2 season-ending injuries and an additional knee injury that he didn't miss time for because I think it was the end of the year. Like, he has knee history and he has shoulder history. And I can't imagine a worse injury history for a linebacker other than maybe a neck.
Fair.
So I love him. He's good. He's also old. What's he, 25? Did it say it there? I'm not sure. I think he's like 25, 24, 25. He's old as shit because he had so many redshirt years. So love him, but I can't do that. Like, we can't be doing that. I don't mind Guyton at this spot, to be honest, but I just want to see what it looks like if we go JPJ first.
Plus, with JPJ, we talk about, the Packers love guys that can do multiple things. He
fits in as far as that. Yeah, 100%. And Nubin's still on the board. I was thinking he probably would be here. There's going to be a good safety here no matter what, I think. But he's obviously an option. Otherwise, Packers could find a linebacker, I suppose. Troy Franklin, we just talked about him. He's a good player. Just draft good players and good things happen. Look at the Detroit Lions, so I don't mind that. Luke, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, like what? So we talked last week, I think, about Javon. Did we talk about Javon Bullard?
I don't think so. He's an okay player, though.
Yeah, like I don't mind a Javon Bullard here, and because I think it's important for the Packers, and I thought we were kind of over this, but not anymore, to address the secondary within the first 2 or 3 picks of the draft here.
Do you prefer Bullard to Newman?
No, I don't. I shouldn't say that. I forgot that Newman was still on the board.
Okay.
I mean, I personally prefer Newman. I feel like Bullard, from everything I've read and from what I've seen as well, I think he's better as a cornerback somewhere. Probably in the slot, I'd assume. So I'd like Newman better for that because, dear God, do we need safeties? But Bullard is a decent option if, we're talking late second, early third.
Yeah, I don't mind addressing an obvious need with a great player. So, I mean, I love Troy Franklin. I think that would be a lot of fun. I could see how he fits, but let's go Newman. And then I'm kind of hoping we get Cooper at linebacker, to be honest. Is he still here? Or do we got he is still there. He's a dog too. He's a big dude. Otherwise, other players, Fiskey's all right. Like, he fills that interior need. If we didn't go Newman, I think Hicks is perfectly fine as a late second round pick. He's certainly more of a third round value for me. He's not like a put him out there and don't worry about him guy, but I think he's like a pretty good depth player. But yeah, Cooper should be the starting inside linebacker like day one. I think he's great. So Packers have 2 third-round picks here. So we got 88, 91. The board, Marshawn Lloyd at running back, McMillan, Malik Washington was on my fantasy team. He's a stud.
He's a good player.
Cooper Beebe is a good guard. If we wanted to put JPJ at center, Beebe could be the future guard. He'd be great. He's a good guard actually. It also gives the Packers the versatility, I suppose, if they wanted to put Elton Jenkins at left tackle.
Okay. I was going to say that the void that we have right now is we haven't taken a tackle.
Right. Packers view like 4 players on their team currently that they can play tackle.
Correct.
Whether you and I believe that's the case is pretty obvious. But from what I've heard from a certain someone in the building is that they're perfectly fine with Rasheed Walker at left tackle.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's
fine.
That's the answer you want to hear. It's fine.
It's fine.
Like, and I believe my response was, if you like Walker, the person's like, yeah, he's a good player. I'm like, think about how good of a backup he would be then.
Right.
Like, that would be fantastic. I think he's fine. I think he needs help though.
And the thing that's so intriguing about drafting offensive linemen in this draft is, and of course, Jordan Love's not Aaron Rodgers by any means, whatever. But look how fucking good Aaron Rodgers was because he was protected for how long in his career, Now is the time to get the guys around Jordan Love for him to make that next step now that people have the film on him, now that he's been in, a year in the league. This, really, I'm not going to say this is a make or break year for Jordan Love, but this is a huge year in Jordan Love's career. Get the fucking protection around him, man. Get good players protecting this guy.
Yeah, if you believe in him as the future, which obviously they do, you can't Andrew Luck the guy.
Right.
I'm not an offensive line coach, but I have a tough time trusting a guy at left tackle that's subbed in and out like a basketball player. Weren't they doing that with Rasheed Walker and who else last year?
Yeah, with Nyman, and somebody else, but yeah. I don't think that was a coaching decision. I think everybody was pretty confident that the Packers were nothing last year, and then they stumbled their way to a good record, and then some certain plans got thrown out the window. Like the Packers' plans for the past 4 or 5 years have gone opposite like every time. So,
yeah.
Like internally, I should say. It's insane. Anyway, 3rd round, 88, 91, couple picks back to back. I hate this spot.
I might be different then. I might
Really?
be different.
Okay.
Only because I think you got a chance here to take a fun player and an offensive lineman, which I think you need to take at one of these 2 picks. I don't care if not everybody likes him. I think you take a flyer on McMillan and then go Beebe.
Okay. Why do you lean McMillan over some of the other guys up here?
I think receiver could be a fun position, get him a new weapon. I mean, we all know on God's green earth that freaking Christian Watson's going to get hurt by week 3 and be a weak little shit. Malik Washington is solid. I just like McMillan better personally. And then I think if you take him, you need to go offensive line. I mean, JPJ is great, but you shouldn't be taking one offensive lineman in the first, 4 or 5 picks when you clearly need to protect Love, like Luke said.
Okay. Luke, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I have no reason to disagree with Trevor on that.
Okay. We can go ahead and do that. Then I don't think they'll do it, but we'll see. Otherwise, we can go offensive line here, or we can go Hall at D-line, and that serves that interior D-line spot. Again, if we didn't go safety, I don't mind Cameron Kitchens whatsoever, to be honest.
You don't want to go Cade Stover?
No, I do not. I definitely do not. That's a Packer pick. So is Jeremiah Trotter, but I'm good. But yeah, if we want to go offensive lineman, I think Beebe's the best one. So here we go.
Do it.
So that first mock draft, it's not that bad. I think it's okay. JPJ at 1 because it doesn't address a need. They graded it really bad, but they don't know what they're talking about. Newman's an A. We got Cooper as a C at 58. That's laughable. McMillan's a B minus, and then Beebe's a B plus at 91. Not bad. So couple starters on the offensive line drafted, and we can boot Josh Myers out. That'd be okay. I don't mind that. Okay. What do we want to do here? Let's do another 3-rounder.
Let's trade up.
What are we wanting to trade?
Let's trade up.
How high do we think we want to trade? Who are we wanting to trade for, essentially?
I think trading up into the early teens is a possibility. With the Saints or Raiders, because those teams are in shambles.
Yeah. Saints are. I don't even know how the Saints continue to tread water. Like with the way that they've ran their team. It's insane.
I don't understand how they got in such bad cap hell.
Sean Payton just destroyed them.
Like, nobody's good on that team.
No. They just kicked the can down the road for like Michael Thomas and Drew Brees, and yeah, all got fucked up. But yeah, Saints at 14. That might take a bit, but we can see what happens.
Yeah, I think it all depends on like who falls. I mean, that's obviously how every draft goes, but a lot of people are talking about how
before
the
we
first.
trade then?
Maybe we sim to like 10, see what's going on, see if anybody's fallen, and. But like I think in real life, everybody's like, "Oh, what's going to happen in like the top 6?" I'm more interested in what happens 10 down.
Yeah, after 7, people are kind of not really sure what's going to happen.
Marvin Harrison
dropped all the way to 10. That'd be
imagine
stupid.
Marvin Harrison with Rodgers.
Jesus.
Obviously, only one tackle off the board, just Joe Alt at 7, which is an obvious lock. So lots of linemen still on the board. I'm not sure if they're going to go with the next pick or 2, but they'll start going 13, 14 for sure.
Right.
Are we thinking we want to go for 13 or 14 then?
I think so.
Sure.
Okay, let's just. Okay, well, the Vikings took Latham for no reason. Like, that's not even a good pick, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, we want 13. We'll give him 25. We probably have to give them at least 88. Okay, they're
Probably
saying
25 and 58, I'd assume.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Zach.
Fucking A. This is so stupid. Why? Like, why is that the color for that? Okay, well, I was right. They went lineman.
Let's trade down.
Yeah, we'll trade down. I got it under control this time, I think. Guyton went 21 this time. That's crazy. He was still there. That was weird. Okay, so essentially the same board as last time, other than Mims is here, if we would rather do that. Otherwise, who would we be wanting to trade back to target?
I think that we should take Mims if the Packers are leaning that way, and just let's see what it turns out to be. You can always do another one after.
Sure.
I don't mind that.
Boo. I just want to get everybody ready for what's going to happen if they take him.
No one's going to boo except for us.
That's true.
Everyone's going to applaud Gutekunst on the pick, as they always do.
What happened to when people used to like absolutely just destroy Ted Thompson for his draft picks? How come we don't do that with Brian Gutekunst?
I don't know. It's because people hate Rodgers that much.
Yeah.
It's also hilarious that we're like, his bad draft classes were like, well, look at his new good one. It's like, that was his first good one. What are we talking about?
We also don't know. We can't say last draft was good.
Yeah.
It's 1 year in.
And
we
also,
didn't know anything.
Everybody's like, we got Jordan Love. We got our franchise quarterback. That's an automatic A+. No, it's not. Again, opportunity cost, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it's like, what would you rather have, Jordan Love for the next 15 years, or would you rather the Packers won a Super Bowl since then?
Or at least gotten there.
Like that too, but like I'm taking the ring every day of the week.
You know what's crazy is many people don't agree with you on that, Zach.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Everyone thinks like the Packers front office, where it's like, let's just try to go 10-7 every year. That's the most fun.
I got into an argument with a guy on Twitter once. I said, I'd rather have a championship now than later. And a guy goes, why can't we have both? Like, that's the idea, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe someone should say that we should go for both, but we're
Right.
not. Okay, so we're at 41. Peyton Wilson fell, and I would consider this. No, he'll go around this time. I think this is probably realistic.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's a first round talent. I don't think there's anybody who would disagree with that.
Yeah.
It's just injuries.
Yeah, take a flyer. I think this is a spot to take a flyer.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Also, he's a white guy. Packer fans will love that.
Mm-hmm.
Need a white linebacker. So there we go.
And
by the
by
way,
ACL.
Pretty much. Our new DC played against him in the conference and stuff. Or not in the conference, but over there. Oh, yeah, in the conference.
In the conference.
Boston College
Okay,
League.
so this is exactly how the draft is going to go. Awesome.
Yeah, pretty much. He'll certainly put a bid out there for that. So we got Bullard here at 58. That's not terrible. Otherwise, Hicks is here. We could probably get Kitchens in the 3rd round at safety. I would say for sure one of our picks we should go safety. Rook's not bad. Rook or Roro. Otherwise, Cooper's still here if we wanted to double up. We got a good guard in Christian Haynes. Rook or Roro's an interior D lineman. Trevor, what's your thoughts?
Go ahead, Trevor.
I'm going the guard. You got to go offensive line. Marius Mims is there. That's great. And I know we need safety and stuff. But, again, I'm not super high on Bullard for what we need him. I don't know a lot about Jaden Hicks. And everybody else is just kind of there. So I'm taking the guaranteed.
Yeah, that's cool with me. My reasoning for Rook is you hit all 3 of the biggest needs right away, first 3 picks in this draft.
Yeah, I don't hate that either. I'm just trying to think of other D linemen coming up, and it kind of does fall off a cliff. So I don't mind that, and just
in that case, then I'd take
guard
Rook.
falls. Yeah, I don't mind that. There's definitely some pretty good guards coming up that are at the very least serviceable backups where we can get Royce Newman out of here.
That'll never happen.
It does feel like he's going to be the 10-year guy.
Mm-hmm.
And people will be like looking back on him fondly. Like, he gave 10 years to the Packers. What a good draft pick. Long wait when we don't have that other 2nd round pick.
Oh, I forgot we didn't have that.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't feel worth it for Mims. But we're back, and Jalen McMillan's on the board. Like Washington.
Is Kitchens there?
I think so. Yeah,
There
Kitchens is down here. We could go guard. Or did we go guard last time? I can't remember.
We did.
No.
Or no, we didn't.
We went Rook.
We went D-line. We could go guard and then Kitchens.
Yes. I think one of these has to be Kitchens.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let's go BB Kitchens. That's not bad. Yeah, I don't mind that whatsoever. Actually, doesn't actually get faster. There we go.
No, it does not turbo.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. Going Mims, Wilson, Aurora. We got tackle, linebacker, interior, and then BB Kitchens. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, out of the counting last week, out of the the 6th, 7th draft we've done, this is my favorite one so far.
Yeah, that's not bad. We had the ability to go Cooper at 58 as well if we wanted to double up at linebacker. Certainly would have been more appealing if we were still in the 3-4. But if Peyton Wilson stays healthy,
Yeah.
I mean, this is a good draft class.
And that's a good one for Goot, too, because he can be like, hey, if he just stayed healthy, can't blame me for that one.
True. Yeah, blame the new training staff. We should have stuck with the old
Yep.
one. That's why we've been keeping them around. Okay, so yeah. Let's try to trade up. I'm gonna do better.
We tried.
I know. I said I'm gonna try to trade up. I did my best. I got declined. Okay. Jesus, this is broken. Okay. I got this. I just gotta stop it at around 10. Okay. So Fashanu went actually before alt, but that's fine. We can see if the Vikings will take this, I suppose. Give them that 58.
They'd probably need 88 or 91 too, I'd assume.
I mean, Vikings wouldn't accept this regardless, but
correct.
Let's go one more. Let's go one more because it's not realistic.
Brock Bowers. That's funny.
Oh.
Brock Bowers and TJ Hawkinson would be fun.
Yeah.
That'll never happen, but that's fine. Let's see. 12, 25, 58. Broncos need draft picks. Does this seem fine?
Yeah.
We can see, I guess. This one says offer trade.
Cool.
Oh.
All right, let's waste it on Cooper DeJean.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess who do we go for? I like Mitchell.
Yeah, I do too.
I like Mitchell a lot. I love him.
Otherwise, Fuaga's still here.
I like Latham too.
Oh shit, Latham is here.
I think Latham's the guy, but it's tough to pass up Mitchell.
Here's what
Mitchell's
we do.
Good.
We take Latham and then we trade every other pick for 13 and go Mitchell.
That'd be great. I don't know why more teams don't do that.
Just sell out the draft.
Especially teams like Kansas City. Like, the fuck do you actually need?
Well, this is what the GM needs to do. Before the draft, around this exact time, you walk to the podium, go in front of the reporters and be like, if I can bring you 2 very good starters in this draft class, would that be a win? And if they say yes, then be like, okay. And then you walk out, then you just trade up for that other first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
So what do you think if that were to happen? Like, after they make their second pick, do they just all like go home? Like, there's no reason to stay there.
Oh, I mean, if the Packers had any other social media department, you make as much content of them like on roller coasters and everything and you post it during the draft while everyone else is drafting. You have them going on like Splash Mountain. Like, you make it a huge theatric masterpiece. That's what you should do.
Yep.
But no, they will not. So, I mean, we could. This is what we'll do. I think we all like fun more than anything.
Of course.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Quinny Mitchell, obviously.
Damn it!
I don't think we need to trade up in the first, but we will trade up in the second.
I will say, if that spot, let's say the Packers do trade up to 12 or whatever, Mitchell and Latham are on the board. You don't go wrong either way. To play devil's advocate on taking one over the other.
I agree. I'm trying to think of who I'd be targeting right now. Let's just see.
Chargers?
Wouldn't be Rosengarten. I mean like a player to draft here.
Well, I mean, we're already at 36.
Tyler Guyton's on the board?
No.
Fuck.
Yeah, I saw him. There's somebody here. The BYU guy, Suyamata. Is he off? We can go Suyamata.
Let's do Suyamata.
Yeah, sure.
And Commanders don't fucking need it. They just hosted 20 guys on one day for their top 30 visits. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
It's the Dan Quinn specialty.
It's so stupid.
Just
they did Top Golf. Okay. Right. And it wasn't like a bunch of different positions. Like, all the quarterbacks were there. It's cringe. 41, 219 to move up 5 spots. I think that's fair.
Yep.
Damn.
Okay. These fucking guys.
At
take 255. Yeah. Go fuck yourself. Yeah. Okay, so we moved up 5. We have Jordan Morgan's an okay player.
I like Jordan Morgan.
See, Mata's gone. How high did he go? What? No, he's here. How low do they have him ranked? 66?
Yikes.
I guess we could have waited.
What is pro? I mean, his ADP though on this stupid ass fucking site's still 43. Maybe they should move the ranking because the public is still like, "Hey, you're stupid. You need to be drafting this guy."
All I know is non-quarterback from BYU. That's, I'm assuming, Samoan. That's an automatic hit.
Yeah, he's a news. Good player too. He could honestly probably more of a guard than a tackle, so he's kind of a Packer guy.
Yeah.
Also, before we take him, did Washington offer us a trade? That would be very funny.
Raiders and Niners did.
Damn. Okay.
It doesn't say what, which is dumb, but whatever. Lad McConkey would be fun. Let's go. Is he 6'6"? Yeah. Let's go with him. We'll go Jordan Morgan. He likes to party.
Fuck. Sorry, I'm pissed off. I got the NBA on TV. I'm like, why the fuck am I watching Kyle Lowry and Nick Batum again in the playoffs?
I know. What year is it?
Right.
It's the same fucking bullshit every year.
I think that's one of Giannis's best line when in his book he tells his trainer, if I ever turn into Nick Batum, take me back to Greece.
Right.
How is Nick Batum still in the league?
I have no idea.
It's insane. Okay.
Dude is playing with Brandon Roy at Portland. That's how long he's been playing.
Jeez, I forgot about that.
He's been washed 5 different times.
Yes.
Yeah. He was
And he has
washed
a
when he went to
weak
the
replacement.
Hornets for like $120 million.
Yeah, true. Okay, so this pick, I could very much see them going Trey Benson and then giving AJ Dillon the boot. Similar skill sets, I would say. He's not as big, but he plays a lot stronger. We didn't go safety, right? No,
We could go Kitchens next.
Right, that's true.
What's I don't know anything about the USC safety on top.
I don't know a ton about him either. I know I mean, he must be cousins with the Bullock from Georgia.
Oh, he did bad against Washington and Oregon. We can't draft him. Bad PFF rating.
Yeah, but he was fine against San Jose State.
10 missed tackles. That's true. That's a good point.
He kind of played all over the field. Yeah, I mean, he's 6'3" though. Can't teach
190.
size.
Oof.
190 is not bad. He's fine. I mean, they're talking about him as a single high safety, so he probably has some sort of range. That's kind of what the Packers need.
When has a USC player ever done us wrong? I say we pull the trigger.
That's true. Okay. Well, we'll go Bullock, and then we'll go not Kitchens, I guess, because we just went safety. Trey Benson's still there. BB's still there. Michael Hall is there. I think that's who I'd be.
Braylon Allen.
I mean, he's a good 4th round pick. He'll be there. Yeah, I think I'd be between Hall. You want to go Hall?
Yeah.
Okay.
According to Madden, he should have been like a top 10 pick.
True.
Good player.
I just did a new franchise just to see the players. Like, they did updates to him and stuff. Not too bad. Okay, we got an A. We're trading up and get Quinion Mitchell. We got Jordan Morgan still. I guess we traded up for him. That's not bad. Then Bullock and Michael Hall. Honestly, sacrificing 2 draft picks just for these players, I like that.
And you got an award.
I did. For trading, I guess.
I mean, to your point, like,
gotta collect them all.
Like, to your point, like you said, like, if any GM can go into a draft and say, like, hey, if I get you 2 starters, are you happy? Quinion Mitchell's a starter. So you're looking at on what, one of your next 7 picks? That should be pretty easy.
I want to do a really quick 7-round draft, and then we'll get out of here. I just want to pick the best player.
All right.
Like I want a Detroit Lions this fucking thing. We're gonna lean towards like draft needs, but just pick good players who make good plays, and they're probably gonna play good. Like that's all I want to do.
We're gonna draft dogs.
Yeah, like we're just gonna draft football players. How about that?
Speaking of dogs, Jimmy Butler's on the ground holding his knee right now.
Oh no,
Oh.
playoff Jimmy didn't last too long. Maybe if he got off that fucking horse.
No.
Come on, Jimmy's a dog.
I
Jimmy's
will
a
bet you.
bitch.
I'm gonna bet you right now. Jimmy Butler does look like he's in a lot of pain.
Yes, tons of pain.
He has a 40-point game coming this postseason. It's coming.
All right, he's back on the court. He's good. Shooting free throws.
Dude, now he's pissed off. Here we go.
He's limping a little bit, but he's at the free throw line.
JPJ.
Yep. Okay. Honestly, Latu is incredible.
All
He's a
right.
great player.
I agree.
Fair enough.
Okay. He's
Put him
going
at
to be a
D-tackle.
great draft pick. Could you imagine him and Van Ness opposite, and then Enigbari coming in, and then Rashawn Gary playing for like the Bills? That'd be great. Okay, we got Troy Franklin on the board, good player. Peyton Wilson, again, great player. We got Newbin. Jordan Morgan's a good player. It's probably where I'd be. TJ Tampa's okay. What's your guys' thoughts here?
Peyton Wilson.
Yeah, sure, we can go Peyton Wilson.
Okay.
Next draft, we should trade Rashawn Gary with the Bills.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay, so we got edge, we got a linebacker. I mean, I kind of want to take Cooper, but
Yeah, take him.
Well, who's at the top?
It was
Oh,
Bullard.
okay. Yeah.
I like Chris Jenkins, but
Not
don't
me.
necessarily need him. Hicks is pretty good. Jonah Ellis is a dog.
I say we switch it up and go Ellis. Gotta love the Ellises and gotta love Utah.
I mean, we don't need another edge though.
Oh, it's true. Okay.
Like, I don't want to blind pick some of these guys, but I don't mind going.
I'm
We
good
could
with
go
Cooper,
Christian
though.
Hayes if we want to go guard.
Yeah.
I'd say the best lineman here.
Yeah, we'll go Christian Hayes. So we got guard figured out. He'll compete with
Oh,
Sean.
Don't
Ware.
even fucking think about
I mean,
it. Luke.
Spencer Rattler has how many passing yards in his college career? Quite a bit.
right.
Quite a bit.
That's like saying Brad Davison has a lot of points in his college career.
He does not.
No lies. I mean, yeah, he also did it. A lot of drawn charges. Okay. We just went lineman. We can go Michael Hall. We can go Kitchens. We can go Kitchens with the next pick, though.
Yeah.
So we're probably picking from up here. Okay. We could go running back. Marshawn Lloyd's actually a pretty good player.
Yeah, he is.
Let's go running back. Kick out
Mm.
AJ Dillon. Kick him to the curb.
I do love that. Okay. Then probably Kitchens here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. There he is. Okay.
Hello.
Talk about good players.
RB1 and 2.
Oh,
Ooh, Bordelini.
Bordelini. Speaking of dogs. Mason Smith. Talk about Madden guys that are going to be
yep.
incredible. He really fell from grace. Okay. I mean, I'm a big fan of Tavondre Sweat after he got his DUI.
That's true.
You wouldn't get that in Green Bay.
No, like perfect marketing. He should get a Miller sponsorship immediately.
Yep.
That's kind of who I'm thinking.
I'm fine with it.
Otherwise, and here's another Oos, Leofatu. Good player. Tavondre, crack a beer. We should look for at least one tackle at this point.
Jordan Travis, baby. Hello.
Oladapo.
Steel Chambers is a good football name too.
It is we can go Troy Taylor.
I want to go punter. I really do.
What's his ADP on here? 202. We might be able to get him with our next pick.
I don't know if we risk it.
Steel Chambers is just
Of
course he's a linebacker.
I'm just curious. Is the safety for Miami not Kitchen's other one? Is he still? Where's he going?
Let me look at him really quick.
James Williams, because he's a big fucker.
Yeah, he is.
Holy shit!
Yeah, he's a tank. What's his weight? 215.
I'd like to see that bumped up to 230. 6'5", 230 safety.
Oh, for sure. Just be Cam Chancellor.
Right.
Do they give a draft projection? I actually don't know where he would go. We can probably get him. Oh no, 178. I mean, should we go him?
As soon as the first one I first did like draft stuff, he came up right. Like he's a guy that I'm like, people love Kitchens. I love James Williams.
Yeah, sure.
He's a good player. Fuck it.
I think he's a dog. By the way, Jimmy Butler is now running full speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suck it, Trevor. Okay, let's go Tory Taylor.
Yep.
Quit fucking around. We need a good player.
Shout out Isaac Rondo. Good for him.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm partial to UNI guys.
Should we take another quarterback with lackluster arm talent, though?
I love Joe Milton.
Oh, maybe.
Jr.? Oh my
Has
God.
there ever been a dad-son running back duo in the NFL before?
At the same time, or you just
At
mean
the same time. I think we make it happen.
That would be incredible.
Hopefully he can box better than his dad.
That was tough. He didn't understand the sport. He was fine when he knew what was going on. He turned around at one point.
Still, he lost to Darren Williams.
I know it's not a good look. Okay,
Shout out Darren Williams though.
No,
he's a good NBA player.
Illinois' finest.
Dude, at times people were saying is better. Who's the best point guard, him or Chris Paul?
To be fair, I would have sided with Darren Williams if that was the argument.
Yeah,
I hate Chris Paul.
That team with Carlos Boozer was fun.
I think I was siding with Rajon Rondo at that point.
Oh yeah, a big Rondo guy.
Yeah, huge. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I mean not the greatest board, I suppose.
Kicker.
Can't do it.
They cannot draft a kicker.
No, it would be a terrible look. Okay, so I mean, we got 4 picks pretty much in a row here. I think we go Frank Gore Jr. He's a special teams guy for sure.
Sure is.
Now, question for you, Zach. 2 years ago, we had Poe as our 7th round guy.
Yeah.
Who's our 7th round guy this year?
I need to find him. Frank Crumb's pretty good.
Go to linebackers.
Ooh, Harrison Mevis. That motherfucker can kick the shit out of a ball.
Linebackers.
Scroll down a little bit.
Ula Fashio.
Oh, nobody's taking Luke Reimer.
I don't think he's in the pool.
Fucker.
That's it. Okay. This guy doesn't even sound real. Dylan McMahon. Redshirt Jr.
Did well against UConn.
True. Okay. We need to tackle Frank Crum. Look at this man, 6'7".
Holy shit.
If there's anyone who's going to be the face of DUIs in Green Bay in their first rookie year, it's Sam Hartman.
Yeah, that's true.
Can we take Mevis the kicker if he hasn't been taken already?
It is the last pick.
Mevis, I had him in our franchise. He develops pretty quick.
He can kick the shit out of a ball.
Okay.
Doesn't he have a funny nickname too?
I don't know. I just got an award though.
Sure did.
For drafting Harrison Mevis.
Not to brag about it. I mean, honestly, if this was our draft class, I would say I wish we had a tackle, but that's about it. Ging Latu, He's so good. Peyton Wilson's so good. Christian Haynes is immediate guard, I think. Marshawn Lloyd gives you the ability to get rid of A.J. Dillon, and I think he's pretty good. Andy's a differing skill set to Jacobs. Kitchens is fine. Devondre Sweat's a pretty good player, and he drinks. James Williams is the project, and he's scary as shit on kickoffs.
Yeah.
Torrey Taylor's a dog. Frank Gore is a dog. Frank Crum, need I say more? And then Harrison Mevis is there to just fuck shit up during training.
Who his nickname is Thicker Kicker with 2
Really?
C's.
Nice. I haven't heard that. I don't mind this. What's the award we got?
It's for a 7th round something. Oh.
7th round mock. That's a hard one to get. Not everyone can do that.
I'm guessing less than 30% of people are getting that.
If there's anyone watching this who just likes to watch people do mock drafts on here, I want you to link me to the person who has the 7-day streak, because we're just gonna spam them with nerd in the comments like every time. If you're doing this every day, if you're like, get a life, dude.
Andy Herman.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, look what I did this time. Like, awesome. That's really cool, bud. Maybe you should watch some film on these guys.
There's a lot of Packer. It's probably every team, but just because I follow the Packer ones, every day I see a new mock draft by him. I love if this would happen. I love if this would. Completely different players every single time.
I'd love if what I say happens.
Yeah.
I want power. I deserve it.
Yeah.
You know what else sucks? Rob Domofsky's son is good at basketball, so we're gonna have to hear about that fucker even more now.
He's actually
Isn't his name like Elvis or something stupid?
It is stupid. I forget the name. Rowan.
Yep.
Rowan. That's a bad name.
But he is a good basketball player.
Where's he go?
DePere.
Okay.
He's got a punchable face, so
everybody goes DePere does.
Like father, like son. Okay, well, these were our Packer stream. This is a Packer stream. There's some good picks in there, I think. I really hope the Packers move in the first round. Like I said, I don't think they would move back, but I certainly wouldn't hate that. And if they move up to go get a guy, I'll at least respect it. But it does feel very Packer to move up and then draft a guy who's a second rounder. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, we need tackle. We need safety. We need linebacker. We need a little interior help. I don't think that's a huge thing. I would like a halfback, and I would like a guard. Let's just check those boxes off.
Yep.
That's all we got to do. Check a box. Get a body in there. Okay. Well, we will be back in a second. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this after the fact, go look for another video. It's going to be the ranking show. We are ranking the best Midwestern states. So top to bottom, the best Midwest state to the last Midwest state. And given my hat, you probably can sense who I think is going to be the top one. But, it's going to be fair. It's going to be unbiased. I can tell you that much. The most unbiased show I've ever, and you'll ever hear. Guaranteed.